Good morning, co-creators. This is Adrienne, and I'm on day 5 of my Open Heart Challenge, just stopping in for an update and to see how all of you are doing. So, I am 5 days in, and I have already had some of the most interesting, gratifying, and strange phenomenons since I've done any challenge. And at the same time, a very unique and eye-opening my spiritual journey, which I've been on for years. So, how do I put this into words? I have no idea. And what the end result of this video is going to be, I have no idea. I do just know that I wanted to try to document it, and so that I could take it out of the arbitrary and put a frame around it. So, my third challenge, and as you know, whenever you're on a challenge, that it's an exciting time. It's a time for you to be pumped and up and excited. You're setting your intentions and declarations and your goals, and it's the beginning of a positive experience, and that is exactly how it should be. And yet, as soon as I started this challenge and I declared my heart open, I was overcome with sadness. Now, immediately a flag goes up, and I think this might there must be something to this, because I don't really believe in coincidences. Either that, or I'm starting this on the wrong foot. But I decided that I should just honor that feeling and see where it leads me. And to give you some background about me, I'm a very positive person who lives in gratitude almost all of the time. I see the beauty in everything. I love my life. My glass is overflowing. That's just me. I get up every day, and this is where I am. And that's not to say that I don't have any contrast. I do. Every day there's contrast. It's just that I see it differently. I'm in a different reality than I was when I started this journey. And so I would like to think that I've gone from a place where my life was leading and living me to a place where I'm leading and living my life. And as a result of that, I choose to be happy, and I choose to be positive, and I choose to be grateful. And by making those very solid choices, the negative just doesn't get in nearly as often. It can't, because I'm solid in what my choices are. So me starting this challenge with this feeling of sadness was just a little baffling. But I think that was my first lesson in this challenge, was to honor all of our emotions. Because we do have to honor them all, and we have to integrate them into the whole. And I think we have a tendency to take certain emotions and to label it. Well, probably all emotions, and label them. We have our idea about what an emotion means. And so therefore, sadness is one of those that can easily be labeled and boxed into being negative. And I started to think that perhaps what I was doing was that I might have had real, valid emotions that I wasn't honoring because I maybe had labeled them as negative and avoided them. Perhaps just, no, I'm going to see the positive in a situation. And I thought maybe that's why I was having this sadness. And the sadness had this presence for days. So it could be that is what it is, that I might have been connecting an emotion, sadness, to negativity and casting it aside. But at least I have, if nothing else, it's brought that awareness to my mind to think of emotions as guides, not as either positive or negative, and to honor the emotion, and while not going into the negative when you have it. And that's exactly how I handled this. This sadness did not cause me to spiral or to tailspin into a world of negativity. It didn't. It just I let it be. I observed it, and that's all I did with it. I thought about it. I thought about myself. I thought about what it meant, but I did nothing more than that with it. And what I do think happened was that sadness was the key that opened the gate to the profound experiences that I've had in the first 5 days. Because when you're sad, you're not really out there, you're rah, 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 rah. You have a tendency to step back. And that's exactly what I did. And what I said in my first video was that I wanted to speak less and to listen more and to be open. And sadness led the way and literally gave me the tools to be able to do that. So maybe it was just guidance from above, I don't know. But what ended up happening was that I did just become the quiet observer of my environment, of myself and my environment. And what that did was that allowed me to be able to receive what people had to offer. And what do I mean by that? Well, we're very me-centered people. That is there any other way to be? I mean, it's I want, I need, I love, I don't like, I intend, I declare. We have this spirit that has these desires, and we want to experience them and express them and be creative. And I'm not saying that's a negative thing. That's all very positive. But then we also have this ego that, wants things a certain way and, thinks things should be a certain way. And we have false beliefs that we might operate from, or just beliefs that drive us in certain ways. And that all causes us to go out from a very, what's in it for me? Or what am I getting out of the situation? Or what am I going for in this situation? And how does it benefit me? And being the quiet observer and being sad kind of takes you that whole, what am I looking for in this situation, out of it. And so you're able to observe things that you maybe couldn't see or hear before, because somebody's talking and you're contributing to the situation rather than observing the situation. And and so I was really given a gift in being sad, to be able to receive what people had to offer versus what maybe I want to get from them. And I hope this is not coming off as a negative, that we're like these people, we're so selfish and stuff. That's not what I mean. I really just mean that I have a husband, I have children, and we have certain expectations. The expectations just happen. You give them this, this, and this, and they give you this, this, and this, and then when you don't get this, you feel disappointed, or you feel like they have not met your expectation. And so you're not really able to receive what they're offering you because you're wanting something else, or you're wanting more. And so being able to receive what they have to offer is really stopping and appreciating what it is that you got out of the situation. Rather than feeling disappointed in what you didn't get. And so let me give you an example of something. Yesterday I took my daughter to the pool with her friend, and usually when I take the kids to the pool or something, I might not even get into the water with them. I'll just let them go play and have their fun and do their thing, and I'll just watch. And if they say, "Mommy, look at this," I'll go watch and do that. Might read a book or something while I'm there. But this time I got in the water with them for about the first hour, and that was able to put me right in with them in their experience, if that makes more sense. I was just more present in what they were doing in the pool, and if they came to me and brought me into what they were doing, I actually went and did stuff with them, and if they were off doing their thing, I was just right there in the water with them, being present to the whole situation. And it was so fun. It was flabbergasting. It was amazing to just watch them and to observe their simple joy. And even to the point where I got out of the pool, instead of picking up a book, I literally just was present the whole few hours that I was there. And what happened was I was able to receive what they had to offer. And even though they weren't even offering it to me per se, I was the beneficiary of their joy. And it was being present and there fully, and every moment of it was so much broader. The world got so much bigger, and children are the best teachers, because children are present and they are creative and they live in the moment. And so that's just one example of being able to receive something they had to offer, because normally you probably wouldn't even think they were offering anything, but guess what? They sure were, and I was the lucky beneficiary of it. And so that's what my experience has been like in the first 5 days, and if I stopped this challenge right today, I would already say that I've gotten more out of this challenge than any of the other ones. So that's a really, really amazing thing, I think. But that's what I wanted to frame up and share with you, and I hope that among the muck of me babbling along, there were some gems that maybe somebody can latch onto, and that it resonates with some people. And hopefully I can look back at it and make more sense out of it too. And then hopefully I'll be able to take what I've gotten so far and be able to do something further with it as I go along in the challenge. But I did want to stop in and share that with you, and I can't wait to see what you all have been experiencing, and I really, really hope that it's been as profound as it has been for me. Much love, and until next time.